Hey guys, update on the firewall insulation, part 2 I guess. Check it out. This is what it looks like done. It actually came out a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. Wasn't too hard. It's not perfect. I didn't intend it to be perfect. I mean, obviously I'm just working with some stuff that I've got. So when you're doing that, nothing ever comes out perfect, but I'm happy with that. It's all covered and it doesn't look like hammered shit. So, I've still got to go back and cut some things out. I need to cut out, actually I'll probably leave it like that around the steering column. I got to cut out the heater box vent hole over there, the tachometer cable hole, some other things like that. You see what's nice about this though, if you stick it right, what I do is this is what I use to coat it. I do a nice coat on the firewall itself with this, and just so I didn't get glue through the firewall and out onto the outside, I taped up every damn hole on the outside. So yeah, just a, an ounce of prevention, pound of cure, that kind of thing. When it actually sticks well, you get the lumps in here that show you where your captured nuts are, so you can go back with a razor knife and cut them out. Otherwise, when you bolt something through from the outside, it can push the insulation off the firewall, tear it. So I mean, there's a couple things you can do. You can either go back and cut them out on the inside, or you can come over here back on the inside and see what it leaves right there. You can see the foam. You can just use a soldering iron or a Bernzomatic torch and a piece of metal and heat up the metal and stick it through there and just melt through the foam. You don't want to catch it on fire, of course. Be careful. But yeah. And then things like the fire extinguisher bracket and the heater box, you just go back and poke your bolt holes and then bolt it down over the insulation. It's going to, the feet, the items you are bolting down, they're going to smash the insulation down. But, I mean, look, that's no big deal. It's not going to compromise it. And I did the whole firewall. Just like I said, I was talking about not taking the heater box off. I did it anyway. That's just how I am. Because I didn't want that big-ass spot right in the middle, right where the motor is, that wasn't insulated, right? Now, of course, the floor isn't insulated. The transmission tunnel's not insulated. So how much noise is it going to cut down? I don't know. But definitely better than not doing it. I was bored, nothing else to do. Had enough stuff off the dash that it was easy enough to get it done, so why not? And I'm glad that I did. Now we'll see if and what kind of headaches it causes me later. So, I definitely, if I was to do this again, would want to use a specific product meant for doing this. Call up Jegs or Summit or something. The LMC truck, they've all got stuff like this meant for doing insulation on floors and firewalls on restorations. And they're, a purpose-built firewall blanket would obviously be ideal for this, because you could cut it out of 1 or 2 pieces, wouldn't have a bunch of seams. Because when this does start to fail, when the glue starts to fail eventually, whether it's 5 years or 15 years from now, I'll have pieces of it falling off and coming out on my feet when I'm driving down the road, assuming I still have this truck, at that point, and I'm not dead or something. Not to be a downer, but you never know what tomorrow holds. So anyway, don't know what else to show you. I got a really cool idea when I was in here. I've always had these ratty ass 4.5-inch speakers. I don't even know what brand they are. Duals. Cheapos. I had these just kind of stuck to the kick panel down here. Well, when they did stick. For the longest time. There's not really a good place to mount. It didn't want to go with the wrench. There's not really a good place to mount those speakers anywhere in the front here, okay? I had my 2 6.5s mounted in the back corner of the top, and they were great. And I had my little 10-inch sub and small amplifier under the seat. Great sound system, really enough that I'm happy with it. I'm not, rattling windows going down the road, but that's not what I need. I'm not a kid anymore. I found a place to mount these damn things, and you can't even see them. Check this out. Without the dash in here, and you know, for you to hear the speaker, you don't have to be able to see it. Look right there. The hole in the back of the cowl, that's right where those 2 bolt holes right there, that's where the mirror bracket bolts come through. You can mount this right there. I need to make a plate, or 2 plates out of sheet metal, cut some holes in them for the speakers, mount the speakers right there, and if you look right here, you can run your speaker wire through right there, or you can just go over on the top right there in some insulation and some loom. So that is a new one. I'm glad I saw that. It's going to give me a place to mount those, and that way they're not like falling off the firewall and getting under my pedals while I'm driving, because that got really old. Anyway, dudes, yeah, cool stuff. Glad it's done. If you need any more information on this, feel free to post a question in the comments. If you know a better way to do it, you know, that isn't obvious, that, you know, like buying the right stuff to actually do it, go ahead and post it down there in the comments. I'll be glad to talk to you about it. Hell, there's always more than one way to do things. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out our sponsor in the comments below, and we'll see you again later.